I remember being asked by a friend of mine what was the biggest adjustment to becoming a mom. And aside from being entirely responsible for keeping another human being alive, for me, it was being able to just pick up and go out. I used to pride myself on being ready and like a drop of a dime. Like a friend will call me and be like, Leah, like, do you want to go grab a bite? And it's like, yeah, I'll be ready in 5 minutes, right? And it's like now if I'm going out at 1, like at 9 a.m., I'm like, all right, let me pack the bag. And so for me, like that was the biggest adjustment. Of course, again, aside from just having a whole new human being that you're responsible for, which I think is like a given. I would say that was my biggest adjustment or physical adjustment, I would say. But then a few days later, another friend asked me, like, what is something I enjoy most about being a mom? And for me, it was like this vulnerability that I am experiencing. Like before motherhood, I like type A personality, always had things planned out. I'm an entrepreneur, so it's kind of like you had to, right? You had to like you're managing so many different things and you always had to be on I always had to be on top of stuff, right? I'm always ripping and running on stuff. And having my daughter really kind of slowed things down for me. And I feel like I'm so much more present and enjoying every second with her, a lot more flexibility, right? So, yeah, I may have an idea of how I want the day to go, but allowing myself to be flexible, allowing myself to be vulnerable around her or for her, I guess, is another big adjustment. Something that I love about motherhood is just loving so freely from issues with my parents growing up through dating. There's always that apprehension around loving someone else, right? There's that fear of like, are they going to let me down? You can't depend on them. They're going to let you down or they're going to leave or whatever. And it's just like the purest love, right? Being a mom is just it's just the purest love for my daughter, and I feel it from her too. I mean, the way she looks up at me, if I'm talking to somebody and conversing with someone, and I look down, I'm holding her, like the way she's just looking up at me, and what seems like admiration, and I'm sure she's just like learning the whole new world. Like, who is this woman? Just like staring. It's just this pure love, and it's just allowing myself to love so freely is the most magical change or thing that I love about being a mom. And I'm just so happy I didn't wait any longer to have her and to have those feelings.